Hey guys, it's Shay J with IdeateTV, and I'm here with Jeffrey, the owner of Starfire Water. I wanted to come and interview you because I love your water. I actually have gotten it in many different places, not even here, and then I saw your booth here. Please tell us how it's different than the average bottle you can go and buy.
What we're about, and it's a collective, a lot of people who love water a lot. So we're constantly learning, like the ocean in the shore. Our main thing is to share a bit of science so that anything else you hear about meditation or yoga or I love you water or water is life, there'll be a way to like go do more with that. So if anybody right now Googles the four words, Nobel Prize water memory, there is now a Nobel Prize winner who has proved water memory, and he had to fight to even teach his people. So if I or him or anybody here is telling a normal person out there, whatever you call normal, right, that is crazily against learning, right, it helps to show them a Nobel Prize winner who's like very respected. His name is Luc Montagnier, and I think he was about 80 something when he saw when you have two different test tubes next to each other, they would start imitating each other and copying each other. And he's like, why is that happening? Right. And later on, the way they were able to explain that was through something called water memory, which nobody wanted to listen about. So what we're doing here is we're providing experiences to say, what are you bringing? Do you like that drink that you have? Let's see if we can make that taste better. Whatever it is, right? Your lemonade you made at home, a beer, there's no judgment, right? Because we are all expressions of energy and consciousness through the 5 elements. Yeah. You'll learn that in more yoga stuff. But anyway, they bring me even my water. I'm like, taste this. And I'm like, now let's put a crystal next to it. And I'll taste it again. Do you notice any subtle difference in the taste or texture? Something noticeable. Right. And some people, not everybody, about 80%, because we have powerful things here, like based off of technology also. And they'll be like, why does it taste like that? Because it wasn't like their normal response where if you're doing Reiki on somebody and they feel different, it's easy to like disassociate from something and to say, well, that was in my head. That didn't actually happen. Right. So I'm like, well, let's see what happens in your mouth. Do you taste something, right? Yeah. And they're like, oh, now swallow that idea and realize that that's you, right? So that's what we're doing here. All these people, these are friends of ours that we've met at things like this. They're like, we love what you're doing. It's fun, right? And they're healers also. So they get to show their gifts through water and inspire other people to share their gifts through water. So that's what we are. Starfire Water, there's a website, You Are Starfire Water, and we are in Agape, we are in like Rama Institute of Yoga. We're trying to get back into a Wanderlust yoga because they want to have something a bit more environmentally friendly. So we have glass. You know, our plastic bottles we blow on site, so they're not shipped in from China empty in a container that can only, a 48-foot container can only hold about 20,000 bottles. Wow. But you can put about 1 million of the, what's called a preform in that same size container and then blow those on site and fill up a whole boat would otherwise take up that much space. So the point is, whatever your resources you are utilizing, to use it in the most effective way. And so that's what we're about. It's like, well, what is your relationship to yourself and your actions?
And what in your life happened or transpired for you to come up with this idea? How did it all come about?
So all my friends and community has been into like everything. And I was into water, and a relative of mine that we are cousins by just calling each other cousins, he was already doing water. And so he started teaching me about, look, this, and this is the future. I want to do Disneylands of water amusement parks, water this. And when he would share this to people, they just didn't understand it, that's going to happen, right? Yeah. And so a lot of people that knew what this is based off of, right? But that's not their job, right? They just know they're not trying to go uphill with something before it's time, right? But the time is now. Yeah. And so we're inviting everybody to go make a Disneyland of water in your own country, right? And call us, and we'll help you if you need help. But it doesn't need to be me or you. It needs to be everybody.
Collectively. Yeah. Yep. We are all one. I love it. Thank you for your work and all that you do. I'm Shay J with IdeateTV.